video I wanted to talk to you about this progression from Jonathan KREISBERG. It's one of my kind of favourite sounds. It's from a live video that I heard of his where he was playing Stella by Starlight, and it kind of starts like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I really like about it, I think it's got this really cool dreamy sound. What we're essentially going between, in my opinion, is like a G minor to like a D altered. You could have anything in the bass line for that, because it's this here is kind of altered language or melodic minor. And what that essentially means is you could use kind of the D altered scale over it or the E flat melodic minor, and that's what I think is really dreamy about that sound. So yeah, I love that. So the chords that I think Jonathan is playing at the very start, we start with this B flat here on the G string at the 15th fret, and then we have a C on the 13th fret on the B string, and then the top we have an A, and if that's all happening over a G root, we've got the third, the 11, and then the 9 with the A, right? So a really spacey kind of, not Kevin, sound for that. You could use that really, that's like one of the little chord clusters that works pretty much over anything. So it works over the B flat, works over the C, over the D, over the E flat, over the F, and over the G as well. So it's got a really versatile spacey sound. It's like I don't know how to describe it, but like it's got not enough notes for it to disturb anything harmonically in the normal major scale. Then come down to this, which is a C on the D string on the 10th fret, then an F sharp, so which is the third of the D, that's on the 11th fret on the G string, then an A sharp, okay, so a sharp 5 there on the 11th fret on the B string, and then a minor third at the top of the D on the F on the E string. So that's like a flattened third, so we've got the major and the minor third, kind of like the Hendrix. And then down to this one here, this voicing, so G, B flat, F, and an A at the top there, the 9, and then like a flat 9. So we've got like a flat 9 there, we've got a sharp 9 there, and then flat 9, sharp 9, flat 9. But it's a really good way to practice, I think, going between sort of the G minor sound and the altered sound. So you're going between G minor, D altered. The other thing that I like to do with this sort of thing, so if you take something like this voicing, this is an exercise I've done in the past, which is how I can do it, but we take this voicing of the D7. That sound there, that little arpeggio, we can build off of the sharp, flattened fifth of the D. So that's like a little arpeggio that exists there in the altered scale, because I found it just by going through the scale. And so I would practice kind of fitting that in over that, and I might even take an arpeggio, like a inversion of that. And that's a really useful little progression, because it's cutting through all the fact you don't have to go through a whole jazz tune to find where you're going to be playing this altered language. You can just use that, and you know that every second chord you're going to have somewhere where you can try these licks over. So that's just what I wanted to talk about today. So it's just that. And try playing G minor over the G minor, so thinking about like B flat scales. And then over the altered, we could think about playing D altered. You know, E flat melodic minor. Or you could even think about, I think, just try playing a minor third above the altered chord. Try playing a pentatonic starting from there. So in this case, over the D altered, we could play F pentatonic minor stuff. And that might resolve really nicely. That's what I was doing in the intro. Feel free to like and subscribe. On the Patreon you'll find the sheet that I'm working on for this, and that's going to give you some of those arpeggios I've been working on. As well as the chords and the backing track. So feel free to jump over to Patreon if you were interested in that at all, and I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers!